A quiet man and a painter of the quiet reaches of the imagination is how V S Gaitonde was once described by the late art critic Richard Bartholomew. Introverted and reclusive, he preferred solitude, although he occasionally allowed the company of close friends like Krishna and Prabhakar Kolte on the condition that they shared in his silence. For him, painting wasn't just a profession, but his very identity. As he once declared with unwavering certainty, painting and Gaitonde are synonymous. The luminous work you see behind me was painted in 1970 at the very height of Gaitonde's career. His friend and fellow artist Krishna compared his approach to that of a classical Indian musician composing a raga. While he allowed the composition to unfold intuitively, his control over colors and forms was absolutely precise. Deceptively simple, yet masterfully layered, his paintings are an immersive sensory experience. Each viewing offers a new discovery and a fresh emotion. In this work, a glowing gamboge yellow emerges through translucent layers of ochre, while glyph-like and faintly discernible architectural forms drift across expansive planes of color. These incipient forms became more pronounced in his later work, hovering and receding across the surface, somewhat like the ebb and flow of water or the flickering light and shadow. Let's take a moment to understand where he started and rewind back to his student days at the JJ School of Art in Mumbai in the 1940s. Even at this time, Gaitonde resisted academia and absolutely refused to align himself with any prevailing art movements. He chose instead to learn through experience and introspection and preferred to stand completely alone as an artist. Gaitonde was a keen learner with very wide-ranging influences, including Indian miniature paintings, the work of abstract expressionists, such as Paul Klee in particular, and the teachings of Indian spiritual leaders, such as Jiddu Krishnamurti and Ramana Mahashri. By the time Gaitonde painted this present lot in 1970, these influences had contributed to the layered complexity of his work, as he experimented with color, light, and space rather than the topical or the temporal. He had veered completely towards abstraction, or as he preferred to call it, non-objectivity. He deliberately restricted himself to a monochromatic palette, layering and scraping off paint with rollers and palette knives until he felt nothing more could be added or taken away. I think it was a philosophical exercise, really, where the brush, the canvas, and his entire being were engaged in absorbing and expressing that silence. Today, Gaitonde is celebrated as one of India's foremost masters of modernism, and his canvases are sought after by collectors across the globe. This particular painting once belonged to Krishna Riboud, the grandniece of Rabindranath Tagore, and her husband, the French industrialist Jean Riboud. Though based in Paris, Krishna remained a devoted patron of Indian art and textiles throughout her life, with a passion and refined sensibility that were truly unmatched. We are absolutely delighted to offer this stunning painting by Gaitonde, along with other works from the Krishna and Jean Riboud collection, including paintings by M.F. Hussain, Akbar Padamsee, and Jagdish Swaminathan, at our upcoming live auction. Bid on these lots at our 25th anniversary evening sale in New Delhi on the 27th of September, 2025.